Yeah, yep. So I'm saying there is no good, there is no bad, there is no wrong, and there is no right. No good, no bad, no wrong, no right. Right. So things are just things. Things are just things. They just what they are, right? It is just people who label things good or bad or wrong or right. And it always depends on your perspective and your view of the thing. And based on your view, then you tell us that this thing is good, this thing is bad, or this thing is wrong, or this thing is right. But in actual fact, there is no good and there is no bad, man. Things are just what things are, and that's it, you know. So if I give you an example, right? If you look at a tree, for instance, somebody may look at a tree and say, in autumn when the leaves fall, that oh man, that's bad. You know, the leaves are falling. You know, but the tree actually celebrates because it understands that that is part of the process. The old leaves must fall so that when spring comes, it will blossom again and look beautiful again with the newer, fresher leaves, right? But from this side, you look at the tree and you're saying it's bad that the tree looks dry and the leaves are falling. But if the tree would keep the old leaves and watch other trees lose their leaves, and when spring comes and the other trees are blossoming and they're looking beautiful, this tree would be sad that why do I have the old leaves when all these other trees have newer leaves, right? Okay, that's one example that you can look at. But if we think about things in general, let's look at a situation where somebody has their leg amputated, right? Their leg cut off. When you're standing on the side of the fence, you look at that person and say, oh man, that is wrong, or that is bad for that guy to have their leg cut off, right? But the guy would said, actually, this is good for me. This is right. This is good because had they not cut off the leg, I would have lost my life. I would have died. You know what I mean? So you are on this side of the fence and you're thinking it's actually bad that they cut off his leg. But he's saying it's good that they cut off his leg because if it wasn't cut off, then they would have died. You know what I'm saying? So if something is, then something must be, regardless of where you're standing. If this is black, whether you're checking it from that side or from this side, this thing is black, right? But when you say this thing is good and somebody else looks at it differently and they're saying it's bad, then what is it? Is it good or is it bad, right? When you say this is wrong and somebody else looks at it from the other side and they're saying it's right, so is it wrong or is it right? Right, so that's why I'm saying that it's not good or bad, man. Things are just what things are. And it is our interpretation and our perspective on things that we decide to give them these labels, right? That they're good or they're bad, right? Somebody might say, oh man, so are you telling me that is it good that somebody lost a child? You know, that the child died and I mean the child had a whole life ahead of them. I say that's good. Is that right? I mean, isn't that bad? You know, so when you're sitting on this side, or when you are the parent and or you are the person that is not the child, you may look at that and say it is bad or it is wrong, right? But the child may have decided to die. You know what I mean? Remember the child. The child, you may look at the child and look at the board and say the child knows nothing, but you must understand that the child, the body that you see, from a human perspective, maybe the body that you see may appear as immature, but the life, the spirit that is in the body is very mature. It came back very, very, very mature. right? That is why when babies or children come, they are very pure, right? They're joyful always. When they're infants, you can smack them now. I don't know why you'd smack a child, but you can smack them now. And 1 minute later, they come back, they're very happy, they've forgiven you, right? Because the life, the spirit that is in them is very mature, right? Therefore, the spirit can decide at any time that, look, it is time for me to leave this body now because I have fulfilled or I have experienced what I needed to experience. Therefore, it is time for me to leave. But because we are on this side and we do not understand that process, we may look at it and judge the death of the body and say that is wrong or that is bad. But the fact of the matter is that the child would have decided that they want to go, right? Let's take it to maybe an adult. You may look at somebody older and you say it's wrong or it's bad that they died, right? And they may look at it and say it's actually good that I die because I am in so much pain and I just don't want to be in this pain no more because I am suffering. Therefore, it is better for me to die. I'll be happy if I die. It is good. It is right for me to die. But you may look at it from the other side and you may say, it's bad that he died, or it's wrong that he died. So which one is it, right? Because the dad says, it's okay, it was good for me that I die. But you're on the other side and you're saying it's bad for them that they die, right? You're not, you know what I'm saying? So there is not good or bad. The things are just what things are. You know, when somebody kills somebody, it's not good and it's not bad. It's just murder, right? That's what it is. It's murder. This person was murdered. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we put the labels on the things. We decide when the things are wrong and when the things are right. You know what I mean? Another example, in some cultures, especially in African cultures, when I was younger, it was bad or it was wrong for a woman to drink alcohol or for a woman to smoke, right? But now in this generation, it is right and it is good and it is okay for women to drink, right? Like I said before, if this thing is black, it does not matter at what stage we're at in life, this thing remains black, right? So if something is bad or if something is good, it must remain bad or good forever. You know what I'm saying? So these things are just labels that people give to things to make themselves feel the way they want to feel. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at something and you decide that this is bad or this is wrong, and that creates certain type of emotions within you, and most of the time it's sadness and it's anger and it's all those things that should not be within a human being, right? When you look at something and you decide that this is good and this is right, that creates also a happy feeling within yourselves, right? So that goes back to you allowing something else, something that exists externally, to determine how you feel internally, and that shouldn't be the case, you know, because you should be a master of how you feel. You should determine how you feel. That must never be influenced by any external factors. You know what I'm saying? So somebody may ask again that, so is it okay that I had an accident this morning and they bumped my car, right? Somebody may say that's bad, man. My car was bumped. It's wrong. The driver should not have bumped my car, right? But if you look at the plan as a whole, the movement of things in the universe as a whole, you may later learn that should your car have not been bumped for that little inconvenience, just 2 minutes from where your accident happened, there was a shooting. And everybody that was found in that space was found dead. So should your car have not been bumped, you would have died. So is it still good or is it bad that your car was bumped, right? So it's good that it was bumped because then it prevented you from being a victim of the shooting. You know what I mean? So there is no good and there is no bad. So let us stop labeling things because we want to label them in whatever way the society deems okay or the society deems fit, because We allow the society to decide on today this is good, tomorrow it's actually no longer good, tomorrow it's bad, or today this is bad and no, tomorrow it's actually no longer bad, it's good, right? So things are just the way they are. Things are just things. What is required is for us to react the way we choose to react when we come across the different experiences, but not for us to label them as good or bad or wrong or right. It is for us to do or react in a way that serves what we're trying to achieve in this life. You understand what I'm saying? I am happy to have this conversation with you on a one-on-one basis. If you'd like to discuss more or you have different views, I'm happy to do that. But in essence, save yourself the trouble. There is no good, there is no bad, there is no wrong, there is no right. Things are just what things are, man. It's just the way we react to things. You know what I mean?